Hello, ladies and gentlemen. I'm David King.
I'm Fred Cilbrith.
And I'm Dave Ryan. Merry Christmas.
And Happy New Year's and welcome to Keeping It Real. Wow, it is now 2016. I was going to say 25, but okay, 2016. It's a new year, but before we begin tonight's show, I want to start off by giving my condolences to one of our own that does a show right here at Soundview, Dave Goodman, who passed away. He was only about 41, and our condolences go out to him and his family. And, we're sorry to hear that on such short notice.
We want to tell you guys that we're very sorry about that happened to you, and we hope you guys are doing okay, and we're here for you at this tough time.
Anything you would like to add to that, Dave?
Yeah, my condolences as well. I never really got the chance to be fortunate enough to meet the gentleman, but I have heard of many good things about him throughout the short time that I've been here. So he was a great guy.
He was a great guy, and he was also a guy who, really was important to him to get the truth out there, and he will be missed by everybody here at Soundview.
He also helped out the community very, very much. He was always there to help people and give them a helping hand when they needed it. So nothing can be said better other than Dave Goodman.
Thank you. But now that gets into our tonight's show. New Year's resolutions. Well, guys, as you know, it's a new year, and New Year it's like a brand new start.
Right.
So let's see. We're gonna go with Fred. You, what is your New Year's resolution this year?
My New Year's resolution would be to graduate college, apply for a 4-year college, and then hopefully get in the steps of moving out of my parents' house. Nice.
What about you, Dave?
Well, I'll tell you, that would be a good thing too. What I want to do is work on my health, get that a lot better than it was, which I've already been doing. I just joined the YMCA recently. They're
nice.
Helping me out with a lot of things, and I want to learn more and more about the transportation that's available to the disabled and the non-disabled person as well, because there's a lot to learn about what's going on out there. There's a lot of great things that can be used, but as far as buses and trains are concerned, it's really it's opened up a lot of doors for me to learn more about it this year, and next year I'm going to get even better at it, and I want to do some get into working a little bit, and so I can get out and enjoy things, do more things, and enjoy things around Connecticut more.
Wow, you have your whole revolution plan. You have a big New Year's revolution. Well, I mean, that's good.
He's got his whole thing planned over there.
Exactly.
Oh, yeah, somewhat. Yeah, I do. Yeah.
You have a lot of goals. I mean, that's good. My goal is just to keep bringing the truth, bringing the truth each and every week. And
keeping it real, folks.
Keeping it real and bringing the truth and, continue doing what I love to do, and that's being able to speak to all you guys, being able to be here every week with you guys, and keep doing my music. And I think my biggest thing for my New Year's resolution, maybe I would like to get into a relationship. I'm almost 30 years old, so I'm like,
put it out there, ain't you there?
I'm almost there with you.
I would like to, get into the dating scene more. And I know that's a challenge for a lot of people with disabilities. It certainly is a challenge for me, and that's one of my goals that I would like to do this up and coming year. So let's keep my fingers crossed and hope that goes well. I mean, what a year it was. Just 1 year ago. Just to recap on, some of the things that we did this past year. We've had a show about the weather, guys. We remember last winter we talked about the weather.
And that was great.
That was Dave Ryan's first show, Dave.
Yeah, actually it was.
As a guest.
It was really good. There was many others too.
Dave Ryan's debut, and
we're looking forward to the St. Patrick's Day show that we're going to give out to you guys. It's going to be really
definitely
good.
That's up and coming this year.
That's going to be in March, folks.
Fred, this past year alone, you about to graduate college, and you writing and doing books, and that's awesome, dude. From where you was and where you are now and where you're going. Look at this. right on TV. I have to
He
apologize.
got a phone call right on TV, folks. Sorry about that.
I have to apologize right on TV. Get a phone call. You see, people always call you. See, this is keeping it real. People call you right on TV. Thanks.
It's one of our viewers.
No, definitely
Oh,
not.
man.
Well, I mean, actually, no. Let me take this back. I have to apologize. Yes, it was one of our viewers, Samantha, a friend of mine. She calls me right in the middle of the show. Thanks, Sam. Calling me right on the show.
I mean, you know, I just finished finals, so that week is over finally because that's a hectic week for me with college and school and everything. Yeah, I've been doing a little bit of poetry, a little bit of novel writing. I'm writing 2 books at one time, but one of them is about my life and what it's like to be a disability, so you guys can see that hopefully in the spring or the summer of this year.
I know one thing, Fred. I got a total admiration for what you've done. It's amazing. I mean, you're blowing a lot of people out of the water that don't even have a disability for doing what you're doing.
That is very true.
Between the poetry and school.
And I've told you that, you know, doing your schoolwork, doing your
And school's
book
gotten
thing,
tougher and tougher over the last 10 years.
You're really turning the whole, you know, people's head and really making them look at disability from a different point of view. And that's exactly the message that I tried to get across every weekend. That's what we are here to do, is to empower especially people, but especially the disability community, especially.
I mean, I guess that I would be the face for a kid with a disability that can go to college and can graduate and can get honors and be part of the honor society, but I don't go and like put that with his face, but I am proud of that.
It's not really about putting a face, but you're exactly right. To me, you've always been, like, you know, since you were 5 years old, I've always said, that guy right there, he's the educational type of guy. But you are.
That was at 5, folks.
You know, but yeah, you are showing a prime example of that. Even though you have a disability, you can go to school, and you can get an education, and you can make your life mean something. You know, it's much better than the stereotype that society leaves on us that, oh, well, we're disabled, so after high school, boom, we're gonna sit at home, collect Social Security, and that's their life. I mean, you're a prime example of that's not the truth and that's not the case, because you can do more than sit home and collect Social Security. I mean, and for that, I recommend you, and I'm proud of you. I'm sorry, go ahead.
I mean, folks, I look up to David and even Dave Ryan. You know, you getting out every week and coming out and doing the show and coming up with topics. You know, that's pretty good, pretty admirable.
Well, thanks. It's all part of the job. I'm learning a ton of stuff here, and I'm going to continue to learn a whole lot more, I'm sure.
I mean, well, Dave Ryan, I mean, you know, you've been out in the community a long time, long time, you know.
A few years, okay.
You got more experience than me and Dave.
Exactly. You bring experience to the show, and you know a lot about, you know, when it comes to disabilities, and I think that's great.
And you were a part of some historical stuff when it came to disabilities,
yes,
from what I understand.
No Independent Disabled Person. What a group that was, boy. I wish we could get something like that going on again, but because they were all angels, those people. I remember all of them. They did quite a bit. They put in audible stop signs, traffic lights, and things like that for deaf and blind people. You know, they provided so many things. They provided the curb cuts. And I could go on and on about all different legislature things. One of them was T.J. Casey. He worked in the government. He was a Hartford guy, and he was very instrumental in getting a lot of things done. T.J. there, he was a great guy. I'll never forget him. And I think he's still in the government in Hartford. He does get interviewed once in a while on television by one of the big journalists. So, but we need another group like that around here. That's for sure.
I mean, Dave, I look at you every day, man.
Which one?
You.
There's two of us.
Mr. King over here, folks. I look at Dave King over here, and he's got his job, and he lives on his own. You know, but I've been you doing your music thing. You tell me you go to the studio all the time. You put in songs, you put in hours.
Right.
I've seen the album cover. The album cover came out great. You know.
Thank you.
I can't wait to hear it. Can't wait to see it. But I am very proud of you for what you're doing.
Oh, thank you. And you know, for me, first of all the credit doesn't go to me at all. First of all, that goes more to Paul, who is my music producer. And you know, Paul, if you ever watch the show, thank you for what you do with me in the music studio, even though sometimes I know I can mess up like 10, 20 times, but I appreciate you working with me because, you know, you help me be able to get my message across. You help me get stuff off my chest. Of course, everybody got problems. Everybody got their own issues. But, you know, I've had a lot going on. And to be able to relieve that by doing music, thanks to Paul, is a dream come true in itself. And I couldn't be more grateful. And, of course, doing this TV show each and every week with you guys, like I said, I couldn't do it without you guys, you know. Yeah, I guess sometimes you guys call me the voice of the show, but
I think we're all the voice of the voiceless.
You know, but first of all, I thank you guys for having that much faith in me of being a leader of this show, and all you guys out there. Thank you for tuning in each and every week. But I couldn't do it without you guys out there, and of course you two sitting here.
Well, we wouldn't have a show, folks, if it wasn't for you guys. No.
And more importantly, we wouldn't even have a show without Francisco, who works behind the scenes each and every week.
Thank you, Francisco, for producing our shows each and every week.
Exactly. Thank you,
John, Boomy, Rick. Without anybody at Soundview, we wouldn't be able to do a show.
Most definitely. You know, but now when we're talking, getting back to New Year's resolutions, like I said, one of my New Year's resolutions, I would like to get into a relationship because, you know, I always say like this, all the success that you guys talk about, everything you've done and everything I've done, you know, like you said, though, I live alone and that can get lonely at times. Yep. And no matter how much success, if you don't have nobody to share it with, it doesn't matter. And at the end of the day, all the success wouldn't mean nothing to me if I didn't have nothing to share with. Just like all the success wouldn't mean nothing to me if I didn't have the love and support that I get from guys like you guys, like Samantha, who called me in the middle of the show, and Gilly, who been working with me since I was 16, and he still works with me as one of my home care assistants, and you know, I really appreciate that and everything that they do. If it wasn't for people like that, I don't know how I'd keep going, but I would still like to have somebody to call my own, to start maybe having my own family, something I never had. You know, having a family is still one of my goals before my life is over in this world, and it's still one of my goals. So
you got a long ways to go, my friend. Believe me, you got a long way to go.
But as we learn, unfortunately, with the passing of one of our own, Dave Goodman, life is short.
Yeah, it can be short. Yeah.
And you know, tomorrow's not promised.
No, it's not.
Tomorrow's not guaranteed. And we don't know what's going to happen in 3 hours from now, 24 hours from now, or 6 years from now.
Well, that's why you should cherish life as it comes.
Well, definitely, we got to cherish every moment. And that's why, exactly like I said, at the end of the day, without somebody to share with doesn't mean anything. Because you could be rich and have all the money in the world. But if you're all by yourself, you know, what does it matter? But you then again, you could be poor, and you could be surrounded by people who love you every day, or that person who loves you every day. And you know what? There's no price of money that can replace that.
No.
You know.
I'd have to agree with you on that, Dave.
You know, so I'm like, you know, even though you're right, Dave, I do got some time, but you know, you never know what tomorrow's gonna bring.
Right. That's true too. There's so many things that can happen.
Every day we just gotta be grateful that we wake up and we're able to do what we do, whatever it is that you guys do out there, whatever you guys do, you know, behind the camera here. You know, we gotta just be grateful that we can do those things each and every.
Also, money can't buy true friendship, which is one of the topics we covered a couple weeks ago.
Yes, but money can't buy true friendship. Although some people, it could buy people, but those people are shallow people.
Yeah. Yeah. Stay away from stuff like that. That's no good.
Oh, I definitely try to do that. I mean, you know, for this new year, I would like to see, like I said, I would like to see more people with disability doing more in the community. I would like to hear more about, you know, people with disability like you, Fred, going to college. And Dave, you know, like you said, with more public transportation in other parts of town of Connecticut, not just here in Bridgeport, but all the way around. Because like you guys said in this past summer, or, you know, last summer, you guys said, you know, the buses stopped running at a certain time where you guys live compared to out here down in Bridgeport where I live. You know,
5:30, 6 o'clock, they stopped for us.
Right, but you have people that have disabilities that travel between there, or may have a job somewhere else, and may use the bus and can't drive or don't have a driver's license yet, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, it'd be nice to have the buses run more fluently. Definitely.
More frequently, that's for sure.
Definitely for everybody. I mean,
I mean,
what happens if I wanted to go from? What happens if I wanted to go to your house and hang out there until about 8? You know,
can't do it.
Yeah,
No.
you can't do it.
No, you can't do it. No.
then I'd be stranded. Not that it'd be that much of a bad thing, but I'm just saying, you know.
Right.
It's an inconvenience. Let's put it that way. Real
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah.
But anyway, we want to do more for the community. We're gonna provide some really good shows in the future. We're gonna.
I definitely want to get involved with giving back to like people that have cancer,
Yeah.
that are even more fortunate than me, because I'm lucky enough to have my health as good as it is right now, and to be here and do this. And then you have those who doesn't get that, and you know, you talk about life's very short, but imagine having a timer on your life that they're telling you in another 2 to 3 years you're not even gonna be alive.
Yeah,
And
right.
you know, I would like to bring some joy to those kids and those people's lives who, you know, don't ask for much out of life. You know, because sometimes it's the small things that become the biggest things.
Yeah.
And something so small as reaching out to people that are less fortunate than you can mean a whole lot than what money can do, or any publicity can give you, or any popularity can give you. Just being able to reach out your hand and say, I care.
Right.
You know.
Or like we said a couple weeks ago, have the phone call and just call to say hi,
Oh,
rather
yeah,
than
phone
call
calls
to
are
ask for
big. They're
something.
huge. I love getting phone calls at night when I'm watching my TV programs.
It's more like you call me, Dave.
Oh, I do, yeah. But the thing of it is, a lot of times when I call people, I get the almighty
Answer machine?
voicemail, and that's aggravating. But what are you gonna do? It's, you know, people are busy. At nighttime, everybody wants to just
Go to sleep.
go to sleep, right? They work all day or something like that. And then
You know, you're right. I mean, for me, I don't always talk to all my friends as much as I would like. I'd be busy working and doing my music thing and doing this, and I didn't forgot about anybody. I'd just be so busy. But, you know, I tried to contact all my friends and trying to keep in touch with them, and it's a challenge. You know, when you start getting more than 10 friends and then trying to keep up with all 10
Yeah.
and what they're doing, and try to, okay, let's make this. Okay, now I got to go to this other friend's house and then try to make this friend's house.
or they call you. But my friends love to call me when I'm having lunch or dinner
Yeah.
with the family. No other time that phone rings. It's only when I'm away from the phone, when I'm doing something at home, at the dinner table, preparing dinner or whatever. And that's when that phone rings. When I'm sitting down in the evenings, when it really rings a lot. It's just timing.
And something, yeah, like I said, like Samantha, who called me right in the middle of this show.
yeah, there you
Bad
go.
timing. I ain't mad at you, Sam. It's all right. Just
We have to give her honorable mentions for thinking of you, though. Dave.
Yeah, right.
We gotta do that.
Right.
yeah, right. She was thinking about me. How good?
So,
Yay! Oh, goody. No, but I do appreciate it. She's a sweetheart. She's not my sweetheart, but you know, but she is a sweetheart. You know, she's known me since I was in high school. She watches our show each and every week, and she's a big supporter of what you do with your book and me doing with my music. So, Samantha, we thank you for that, definitely, being a dedicated fan.
Too.
You get the Fan of the Week award.
Yes, I guess, Samantha, they have nominated you Fan of the Week. See what happens when you make a phone call?
Hey, you get praised on television. Get to hear your name on the loudspeaker.
Also, you know, speaking of Sam, I want to congratulate her sister, Trina, who got engaged. Yeah, that's way to ring in the new year.
Congrats.
Congrats. She's leaving me, but, you know, that's okay.
Oh.
I'll miss my buddy, but it's okay. No, but congratulations, Trina. I hope you're very happy, and I hope he treats you very well. I mean, you deserve it. I mean, so that's one good way of ringing in the new year. I mean, Freddie, you're going to go try to be valedictorian.
I'm gonna try, man. It's a hard road, but I'm gonna go try.
Yeah, I saw the posting on Facebook. I told you I'm going to get the tickets tomorrow.
That's what you meant. He literally said, "I'm gonna
But,
get the
yeah.
tickets tomorrow on
But-
Facebook."
But the thing about that is he got to give you the ticket because you don't buy tickets for graduation. Those go out to students.
I'll find out.
And I literally said in response to that post, I was like, How can he buy tickets to my graduation when they ain't even on sale yet?
No, they don't sell them at all. The
I
school
know.
gives you guys tickets for only the students.
Right.
So Dave Ryan can't buy a ticket. He has to literally get one from you or somebody who's
okay.
part of the ceremony.
Well, I didn't graduate yet, folks. I'm about to.
Speaking of buying tickets, what do you make of that nonsense with Adele?
I think it's about Star Wars.
No, with Adele, all the tickets were sold in less than an hour, and then the people started charging like hundreds of dollars.
Because you got scalpers buying
Yeah.
tickets,
You know,
and
I
then
wish
they
would-
charge them.
Right.
I'm not going to name the company, but a big company that's well known. They sold them to all the scalpers, and the scalpers are
Of course.
advertising on all the different websites.
It's a popular singer, man.
I know she's popular, but geez, who wants to spend that kind of money and support the scalpers?
You'd
I
be
would.
surprised.
I wouldn't. I don't care. I would never support the scalpers. I want to support her, not the scalpers.
I mean, the biggest grossing movie of the holidays, folks,
Star
guys,
Wars.
is Star Wars: The Force Awakens, which I still haven't
Pretty much.
seen yet.
Dun, 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 dun. Pretty much, and it's still going to this day. And
Yeah,
I mean,
Yeah, it's a-
I plan to go see it.
I plan to go see it.
I haven't seen it yet myself either, to be honest with you. But I do plan this week though. So maybe we'll all just go next week because we can do that.
Well,
Maybe.
yeah, it being it being New Year's and this New Year's, I plan to do a whole bunch of like new things. Like I said,
Oh, yeah.
I plan to drop my album by the end of winter, entitled Warzone.
I want to learn how to ride a horse.
Right. You
I'm
sure
gonna
you ain't
ride
gonna
it.
fall off?
So let me get it straight. I'm dropping an album called Warzone at the end of this winter. You're gonna go ride a horse, and you?
I'm basically gonna try and get my writing more out there. Go to community
Yeah.
events and try to do poetry and speak on my book and hopefully get my stuff out.
You're not gonna try to be like viewer of the week, like Sam. You're not gonna try to.
Maybe.
So you're gonna call in the middle of the show.
Okay.
I mean, nah, folks. I mean, we're having a good time. I mean, it's New Year's. I mean, it's a whole new year. And one thing that we can assure you that for this new year, we will continue bringing you the truth. We will have more guests on the show later this year.
Yeah.
We are going to, like you said, bring you the St. Patrick's Day parade.
Which is we're gonna try and go live that day on YouTube.
We also have some more things that we'll announce later on within this up and coming year of what we're going to be doing with keeping it real. It's amazing how long it's been going, and like I said, I can't thank you guys enough. It's because of you guys out there in TV land that this show has been going for the last 3-4 years. And I owe that to you guys. We owe that to you guys.
If it wasn't for you guys, we wouldn't have a show. You guys watching us each and every week means a lot to us. So we want to say thank you.
So many great things happened within this past year. My friend Jeff became a detective. He went from being a cop to a detective. And congratulations, Jeff, on being a detective. My friend Patrick, got in tune with his artwork. He was a little down, and I'm happy that my show and us, we were able to pick him up and help him, grab confidence in himself. And now he's up and doing art. I mean, a lot came out of just this past year, and I'm just looking forward to this year, now it being 2016, of just hearing new people's stories, having new guests on the show, and hearing about their stories and how they got where they are or where they plan to go, and just seeing what unfolds with your graduation and Dave, you and your horse riding.
That's just something
I'm
I
gonna
want
be honest with you right now. I'm
excited.
excited for graduation, but I'm nervous.
Now, why is that?
Yeah,
Just
really.
because it's something new, man. You don't know what you're gonna do next. I'm gonna try and go to a 4-year, but
And I don't see why you wouldn't do it. I mean, Fred, you have fought for this for a long time, and enjoy the moment.
yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Enjoy the moment, man.
And,
There'll be no greater feeling than knowing that you're gonna walk that aisle, as Ric Flair would say, walk that aisle.
That's what they say.
Style and profile, because quite frankly, you would have earned that.
Yeah.
On that day. That's something I have never done, and it's gonna be great to see you actually, to definitely do that.
Yeah, well, I also want to thank an artist for appearing on our show. Her name is Ronit. She runs the Electric Hen. She does paintings throughout the state of Connecticut, Walnut Beach, and mostly from the New London area. She has a store up in New London. Ronit, Happy New Year to you too. I hope you're watching, and thank you for appearing on our show. And we might have you on again. Who knows? And not to mention, there's other artists in the Walnut Beach area. There's like 2 or 3 others.
Definitely. I mean,
I'd like to get them on the show too.
I mean, definitely. I mean, while we're at it, we would like to take this time to remind everybody that you can watch this show as well as shows from last year on YouTube, Keeping It Real with David King. We also have a
Facebook page called Keeping It Real TV.
Thank you. I was a little stuck there.
It's all right. We got a Twitter account with the @ sign in front of it, 13 Keeping It Real, and a email, which is the Keeping It Real TV show @gmail.com. You can email us what you like about the show, what you want to see on the show, what you want us to talk about. Email us topics or anything you want to.
Topics and even what you don't what you don't like, what you want us to get better at, because this show only exists because of you, the people in general. But we got 2 minutes left. Speaking of your art, your friend who did art, I would like to bring my friend Patrick on, who's big with art, and he plans to come within this year. He plans to come on the show. It's going to be great to have him on the show as well. But I mean, anything else that you want to talk about that either maybe happened last year, guys, or what you want to see more or do this year before we go off tonight?
I mean, it was a great year, and I hope that this year gets better and better, and we just
I hope
keep
so too. Yeah, I'm
bringing and keeping it real, and keep doing what we're doing.
Yep. I mean, last year, 2015 was a great year as far as I'm concerned. It was momentous for me. It was triumphant, actually. Is the better word for it. But I expect this year to be even better. Just keep improving on everything, make things simpler all the time, and when something difficult is about to come upon the horizon, say to yourself, I'm not going to make a big deal out of this. I'm going to go through this one step at a time, and next thing you know, the project will be done, and it came out even better than you expected. Happens to me a lot now.
I just want to say before we go off the air, whatever your New Year's resolution is, just try to make it an actual goal that you could actually stick to and actually do. And I also want to say once again, my condolences to the Goodman family. Our prayers and thoughts are with you at the time of your loss, and our hearts go out to you. For the rest of you guys, I want to say Happy New Year. We love you. We appreciate everything you do. Sam, you too. And guys, have a good night, and thank you for watching.